Hello, hello. What it do? And whoa, uh, how's everybody so far? How's everybody so far? Hopefully you're doing lovely and a safe evening. Hopefully everything's nice. Who's watching me so far? There's two people. Say hello. Now we got the three. Say hello. I don't know how long I'm gonna be up on here, but I just wanted to say something at least quick. What's up, AB Media? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you need graphic designing, if you need web support and planning, AB Media's the place, man. Put your email in the chat, AB. Hey, hit him up. The man's a freaking genius. Woo! We got every America's favorite trucker, the mother trucker, the rootinest, tootinest, and shootinest, AL Evans. Everybody's NYPD favorite badge wearer, crime fighter, Rob Marsh, the hardest working man in the manosphere. We got my bad electrician 480. We got Snuggles. Hashtag drop the link. This shirt's coming soon. Oh man. We got Mel out in the building. Ian Williams. Hip hip and cheerio and all that good stuff. How are you doing? Top of the day to you, Governor. That's my man. That's my man. Email for anybody who needs web designing, man. Uh, I'm just gonna say something, man. I'm gonna say something. It was a good broadcast, even though there's some things me and Bernard disagree, but men disagree all the time. It doesn't mean I have hate for the dude. I'm happy that he's growing and he's trying new things. He's getting his fit, as they say, his fit. He knows his audience, he knows his fit, which is beautiful. Had an interesting conversation with Chantelle, Simone, which I think is something interesting about that conversation. I think that honestly, when people look at female content creators speaking on red pill men's rights, men are a little phobic about it. They're a little apprehensive. And rightfully so. Because, one, you have to think how many times does male, black male content creator, insert here, has to claw and scratch, and I mean scratch and claw and dismantle to get 10 subscribers? The thing that also has me kind of pondering and entertained is that whenever we have a female speaking on this, somehow, some way, boom, they're getting like 500,000, 5,000, 10,000 subscribers, like out of nowhere. And I've always wondered that. You know, when I spoke to her for the little bit that I spoke to her, and I try to explain to her that the reason why there's going to be pushback, with the exception being Crimson Cure. Crimson Cure been here for a long time. She's have boots on ground supporting black male content creators. She's been doing this for years and very consistent with her message for years before she even started a channel. So the Black Manosphere is not going to be apprehensive against her because she has boots on ground. And see, when I told her, I said, look, a lot of people are going to be pushing back because, one, a lot of men take the Black Manosphere when they see women with the talking points that have been around for like what, over a decade, at least on YouTube. They're going to be like, wait a minute. To me, it feels like a get rich quick scheme. I'm only saying what the guy's thinking. And I do have to remind myself, like, wait a minute. She said that 75 to 80% of her subscribers are male. And I'm just thinking to myself, you're supposed to talk to the females. Now, what good does that do for the guys if you're just talking to us? It doesn't do anything for us. It's hilarious, really. And I'm not hating on anybody's success, not hers, anybody's. But nobody likes to ask the question, even though I've said it. And I know Bernard was like, well, it's about the algorithm and it's about, the little shorts. And I'm thinking to myself, no, it isn't. No, it isn't. As long as you got a cute face and an accent and you say things to pet men on the head, whether you believe or not, you'll be very lucrative in this space. And it's been proven time and time again. And it's like I said on Bernard's channel, I said, one, the manosphere still has a lot of simps in it. Don't think that everybody who watches these programs are some of the sharpest red pill guys. No, there's a lot of blue and purple pill dudes out there. Spend your money where you want, cool. But let's just know it. If she was a male content creator, do you think she would have 40,000 subs? Hell no. Let's be fucking serious for a minute. Hell no. And one of the biggest issues is that how the fuck do you have a black man no spear? And the biggest channels in the black man no spear are women. And it's not about, well, they got to do this for the algorithm. Bullshit. Love you, Bernard, but that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Love you dearly. I wish you nothing but the greatest of success. But that's bullshit. And we both know that. A guy like Valdez should be having 150,000 subs, as innovative as he is and has been for years. A guy like the Angry Man should have had 150,000 subs, as innovative as he been for years. The production, the content, the special effects, A1 shit. A1 shit. See, we have to look at this with a fine tooth comb. Because every time a chick comes into the manosphere, especially the black one, she's getting the most lucrative position ever. There is no freaking way that people like Dr. Tiason Johnson shouldn't have 100,000. Same thing with production, content, the guests that he has on his show, subject matter, A1. And we're going to sit here and talk about some algorithm shit. So shout out to Cornelius Bellamy. Woo! See, a lot of y'all forgot that I've been here for a very long time before I started a channel. I was here when a lot of people were getting flagged through flagging parties where they had a hit list to flag people's channels who were in the Black Manosphere, where there was some egregious shit being put down during that time, where the hottest debates between Cynthia G, BGS, Angry Man, Cerulean, and others, including myself, were hot topics. So I'm not going to sit here and say that, oh, well, this is something that, they've been working hard and they've been kicking out. Really? I beg to differ. I beg to differ. I look at a lot of ladies as how they view the Black Manosphere as a cash cow. Is that all female content creators? No. No. But they sure as hell know where the bread is going to be buttered. And James, you were there. You were fucking there, James. You know what I'm talking about. Those were fucking wars. Those were fucking wars. Those wars. You're right, James. Those were wars back then. A lot of people who exist now would not have made it. A lot of them would not have. Shout out to T. Riddler with the $5 super chat. He says the culprit is the audience. It's clear what black men want. It's love and approval of black women. Let me see what this is, the rest of it. To go ape shit for a black woman saying what they want to hear. Ooh, facts. I gotta give this to you and my man who else donated? Cornelius. First one's for Cornelius.
By the power of Grayskull.
This one's for T. Riddler.
Now for a lesson. You may have heard these words before, but I'll teach you what they really mean. Go beyond! Plus!
And then my man, always faithful, the electrician 480, he states, that's a fucking shame Bro, real talk. A cute woman comes into the black manosphere and have more subs than the brothers who have PhDs. Get the fuck out of here. Shame, you simple-minded motherfuckers. Facts. This one's for can't see it better than myself than the electrician, man. Boy, he bringing the lightning and the thunder with that one. And shout out to James because James was there with me back in the day. Man, you had to be on your fucking A game and know what the fuck you talking about in those debates, or you would get this. You would get exposed. You would get exposed. Oh yeah, remember that, Mel? Those rumbles, man. You would get you would get exposed. And see, I really have to call it the Johnny Come Lately syndrome because I see a lot of content creators who's made bank. Happy for them. Yes, I am the first motherfucker to tell you you should get paid for your intellectual properties. You should get paid for every goddamn word that somebody is either learning, being educated, entertained, and even if it's something that they listen to that passes the time. Compensation is everything for men. But you're going to tell me the algorithm has something to do with it? I love you, Bernard, but no. Hell no. Fuck no. Do you know how many people are shadow banned? Do you know how many times YouTube has subtracted subscribers from content creators? Bruh, bruh, they had a hit list for Black Manosphere content creators years ago, and not a goddamn thing was said about it by YouTube. You really think, and I love MTR too, but you think that he would have been hanging around during them times? Hell no. Hell no. It's a damn shame that all you need is a pretty face and accent and show a little bit of a body sometimes, and these simple ass dudes will support. Yeah, those were the good old days, AL, the fucking Coliseum. That Coliseum built the reputations of some content creators. And that that Coliseum destroyed the reputation of some content creators. Hell, I'll tell you one thing. The Coliseum built my reputation, and I'm just a part-timer. And it comes down to that black men have a serious agenda against black men. Because we have a lot of Judas priests in this sector. We have a lot of them. We have a lot of brothers who all they looking for is like, yo, I just need this woman just to say something that make me feel a little bit better about myself. Fuck all that. Shout out to Aquatechie. He said, facts. Saturdays on BGS's channel was where everybody went to prove themselves. You goddamn right. You goddamn right. And shout out to, I'm just going to say, Kente for the Cash App support. See, hey, what's up, the lovely Kareem? See, We fail. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm Team Manosphere. I'm Team Black Manosphere, man. I'm just using that as a talking point for the subject. See, what we fail to realize is the support that some of our biggest voices do not get. Some of our biggest voices who speak up about men's issues. The men who went in the trenches to defend the honor of Black men, who've researched and defied culture and status quo to stand up for his people. And somehow, some way, some pretty broad who's telling me the same shit that I heard 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago can get more success than the motherfuckers who had to go toe to toe with the gynocracy, full frontal. Or just remember that? Yeah. Oh, let's get on that shit, right? And I'm glad you pulled that shit up, Mel. Mel said, did you see O'Shea's and MTR's video about how live streamers and super chat beggars ruined the manosphere? I've seen that shit. And motherfuckers got their nerve because they're not giving back the money they gave. They're not giving back the money they received. Excuse me. Now, what about when they were going live consistently? Did they say, oh, your money's no good here? Really? When you're getting fire content from someone, yes, you should support it. If that's what you believe and they're speaking up for your behalf, yes, you should support it. AL said, now, Charles, you know all these Negroes over here in this sector will play Judas Priest when it comes down to it all. And all bullshit aside, if a female energy second, we done seen it happen more than once. Of course. Of course. You're right, AB. The Coliseum builds character. It separates the bullshitters from the shit talkers. What's up, Snowman? And definitely, we'll keep you in your prayers. You stay healthy, man. But what fires me up is that we got excuse for the fucking men. Oh, they're just not working hard enough. It's the algorithm. It's, they need to make shorts. When do these bitches make shorts? You gonna tell me that when I spoke to what's that British chick name? I can't even think of her name. The one that never cammed up. What's the British chick name? I can't. Why am I forgetting shit right now? I don't know. But the point being, oh, Jessica X, there you go. When I went to her channel and I had to ask her when they had this morality question about, well, what is too young and 16's too young and this is too young? I said what's moral is not efficient, may not be it may be legal, even if it's not moral. It may be efficient, and things in the world that you see from your culture, your ethnocentristic ways, may not define the rest of the world. But officer, don't you think that morally, what the fuck does morality have to do with biology? What the fuck does it have to do with it? You know, when a female got her period, her dad was trying to marry her off as quickly as possible. Because back then, they were pretty fucking honest about female nature. They were pretty honest about it. They knew that if she got pregnant and she wasn't married, she would die in the streets from starvation because no man would help her. Or she would be forced for prostitution. So yes, when you see Hispanic cultures, as soon as you see them turn about 16, the men are like trying to marry them and get with them. May not be right in our culture, but you're being ethnocentristic towards theirs. But once again, it's one thing to actually go, beneath the surface of the earth when it comes to knowledge about the red pill. I'm not seeing anything special, with the exception of the Crimson Cure, of any of these chicks speaking anything above first level shit. Think about it. What has Jessica said that's so pronounced, so thought provoking, that I haven't heard in almost a decade? What has she said any different from even O'Shea? Did she say anything as profound as Kevin Samuels? I want you to think about that. I look on one dude. He's a content creator. Hold on, folks. I'm back, folks. Are you going to tell me that any of these women who come up here speaking this red pill shit are more profound than what we heard years ago? And amazingly, it's always the untested who makes out. Even the dudes who, take Kevin Samuels, videos and then do a play-by-play of it. The same dudes who never make their own content, but speak on content of like Kevin Samuels and other people. How the fuck you get 25,000 subscribers? The shit's funny. It's hilarious. And this is the point. And this is the point where I get at. What help are you doing for the Black Manosphere? You're talking to the same motherfuckers that heard it before. Oh, you know, all you need to do is be a cute chick with an accent, and life comes so fucking easy. And Jessica X proves how many simps are still in this space today. There are so many motherfuckers here who hide their simping ways. They're giving you this little microwavable red pill shit. And we're supposed to be like, hey, welcome to the fam. Oh, yeah, she does expose the simps into space. She does expose the simps into space. You don't even have to cam up. All you need is a cute thumbnail that nobody could barely see. But this is the reason why I always said everybody can't be on this ship. Everybody can't be on this ship. Yeah, it's nature. I tell you, I'm just gonna get a very attractive lady to say first level red pill shit, and I bet you within a fucking week, I'm gonna have like a 5,000 subscribers. And I'm gonna just use it for the cloak and dagger. I'm just gonna use it as cloak and dagger. You know, it's real shameful. It's a damn shame that a guy with the quality of Angry Man of his show, he has to repeatedly ask people for support of his art. He has to ask for people to hit the cash app, hit the super chat. But you got dudes dropping $500 for a chick who said the same shit 10 years ago. I'm gonna put it to you this way, right? Kareem, would you want me to talk about female issues being a guy? No matter how attractive I may be, you're gonna cringe about that shit. It's like, how the hell you gonna speak on my issues if you never are affected by my issues? And as a matter of fact, if you get with a guy, you would actually be able to benefit from my issues. But I'm not gonna say people don't do their thing and have live streams and all the other jazz. That's cool. But I'm gonna tell you this. Don't blame it on the algorithm. If the algorithm was so smooth, guys like Edward Anderson wouldn't be fucked with. There wouldn't be shadow banning. I can tell you from personal fucking experience that my subscriber count went down 100 people at one time. And then when I noticed it, it grew back. And don't act like shadow banning or a strike can fuck up your whole channel. I know I would get a lot. I know I would. Because of the simplest nature. The simplest nature. As a matter of fact, I'm going to talk about that, T. Riddler. The simplest nature of men always hits us hard. But let's talk about this also. How YouTube is unsubscribing, subscribers from their favorite content creators. You have to periodically check to see if you're still subscribed to people. I remember that they didn't even tell me shit when BGS went live one time. I thought that was weird. And you're going to usually get a big ass red ball that says live BGS it more. Nobody brings that shit up. Because there is no stoppage to the growth. When a female comes to the sector, there is no stoppage. When do you hear of a female red pillar getting a strike against them? When do you hear of a female red pillar having her subscribers unsubscribed by mysterious means? When do you hear when people are doxing? They leave them the fuck alone. So, excuse me for saying this, but the females don't have to go through any of the shit the men have to go through when conducting and maintaining a goddamn channel. Kareem said, do more fitness shorts, Charles. Excuse me, short videos, Charles. Show your muscles and you'll get more subscribers. Real talk. It's sad, but people are attracted, or people love attractive things. Of course. Of course. I want you to realize this. How can I support a lot of people who didn't have to go through none of the bullshit we went through early on? What are you saying differently? What are you saying differently? You telling me channels that have 3,000 people can't host 100? In prime time at that? I want you to realize this shit. Each and every time we talk about these events that men are affected by, the only thing you're doing, you're not spreading the word. You're just banking off of it. And it's a damn shame that a bunch of people, the females especially, talk about shit that they don't even have any experience in. Why am I going to listen to a chick And she never had to deal with the vials of a resentful baby mama or wife. What the hell can I learn from you? What the hell are we gonna get of how, well, we understand black men? No, no, you do not. The subject was brought up today on Bernard's channel. When she was 25, she looked to say, well, I should focus on this relationship with this guy and try to start a family or go get your master's. Guess what she picked? She went to get her master's. But now you seen the light. Hallelujah. You seen the light. You seen the light. Now you want to warn the women's. Now you want to warn the women's. So, who is that? Well, I'm gonna tell you, but it keeps getting the shit that really kills me, right? Is that you got a lot of fucking female content creators speaking on man's shit with none of the experience and the fallback, and a bunch of these simp dudes will just donate money, donate likes, put a lot of emphasis and say, "Hey, you need to listen to this chick. She talking the real shit." And then when you listen to her, it's just a female version of a Fresh and Fit. It's first level shit. There's nothing real profound about it. Fuck my channel. Why doesn't Dr. T have 100,000 subscribers right now? Green Gorilla. Dr. Ron Neal. Don't tell me it's some shit with the algorithm. Some of these people got thousands upon thousands of views, but yet they fall stagnant. I don't believe the bullshit. Most certainly don't believe the bullshit. There's but so much you can do with the algorithm. How much the shadow banner gonna do? I want you to really tell me. Either you just want a pretty face to tell you what you want to hear, or do you really want an answer to having a fulfillment in life? Because there's going to come a day where you're looking for all these motherfuckers to help you. And it's going to come a time when they know not Joseph. They won't know the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And it's going to be consistently a time where you're going to get this retroactive history where women invented the manosphere. Women are the biggest forces for the manosphere. It's going to come like a fucking pale horse in the night. The more and more I see a lot of these female content creators speaking on blue pill shit, on some red pill shit, The less you look, the less validity you have. Pablo Frescobar said, "My point was the men are in control if they don't like it." See, the men don't understand control. The men, the men, the men really don't have control. When you simping, you're not in control. There is no way in hell you're in control while simping. The problem is that when you call this shit out, oh, you just hating. Well, I'm not. You're not speaking to us. You claim to be speaking to the women, but the women barely on your shows. The women don't really support, and you know this. The arguments are kind of faulty, man. It's ridiculous to hear the same shit I heard damn near a decade ago, just so the people who are these Johnny come latelys can reap the benefits of the hard work that content creators before them put it out. With the exception of the Crimson Care, they're not going to talk about lifting alimony, lifting child support, having equal custody, because they tend to skip around that shit. And just to let you know, Chantelle, yes, in the manosphere, we have 8-hour fucking shows. And those are usually the most entertaining shows with the most views. Coliseum, anybody? But if you really, really wanted to say you're for the fucking manosphere, the black one, I want to see you Saturday night on Arts Panel. I want to see you come over here and really talk to the men, not the simps. I want you to talk to the real men. Come on, come to Arts Channel on Saturday with the Coliseum. Come to mine. I'll open up a stream. And tell me, what do you bring differently that BGS hasn't talked about? What can you say that Angry Man hasn't said? Yep, he does ban women, but guess what? You can be in the chat. I don't ban women. Explain it. What can you say that's different that we haven't heard before? Well, then that's their fault, even though there's not that they're supposed to be used, but we're not going to be pricks. They don't have to support it with Cash App, Super Chats, likes, views. Passport Brothers are willing to walk away. Namer said, Charles Faulkner Jr., we've had this discussion, brother, too many times. Johnny come lately is a bandwagon and co-opted the message when they become trendy. When it becomes trendy, of course. And thank you, Kareem. I'm just gonna tell you. What is she gonna tell me that hasn't been said before in this space? I'm willing to wait. I don't need any simps to try to protect her and say, well, you know, she speaks the good. No, no. What has she said? Is she going to go to Dr. T's panel? Is she going to come up there to BGS's? As BGS would say, put your big girl pants on. But I know she's not going to do it because it's going to fuck up the bottom line, which is what they all about, is the money, not the message. But I keep telling you, y'all simps out there, keep letting these women guide you by your fucking dick. You're not seeing the hand behind you with the knife to chop the motherfucker off. This is how you know the black community is in a matriarchy. A gynocracy even. Y'all don't even want to say, hey, you know what? If you want to join this space, you got to prove it. That's how fucking low self-esteem having motherfuckers we have here. That all you need to do is get one little cute girl to pat you on your fucking head and you think you're in love. So yes, people are going to be pushing you back. Rightfully so. You never earned your fucking stripes. It's like the demon legion in the Bible. They said, I know Jesus, I know Paul, but I know not of you. Who are you? I'm sorry, I can't. It's like the Fresh and Fit shit. I can't listen to it because it's so first level. That explains a lot because we already know what Game Changer is about. I'll tell you, man, it makes, thank you, Kareem, because that shit makes total sense now. And there have been a lot of simping over that camp too, by the way. Classic first level simping. It's classical. All these brothers talking about, yeah, we fighting for men's rights. Bullshit. You just, if a chick tell you she's submissive, and how many of you motherfuckers are going to fall for it, hook, line, and sinker? Y'all make the niggas prove it, boy. Y'all make the niggas prove and research every goddamn word that comes out of their mouth. But all the chick has to do is smile at your simple ass, and then, oh, she good. She real good. You know, that girl good. Judea said it best. In the words of BGS, most guys are a blowjob away from going back to the plantation. Kareem, that's why we love you. You're fucking building up my case. I noticed her channel for about 2 years from now. For 2 years now. She was doing fitness, a fitness channel at first. Now she's doing Manosphere talking points. Yes, because she sees the bottom fucking dollar. Namer said Charles Faulkner, not just first level, but diluting the message for nefarious reasons and ulterior motives. Of course. Fucking course. You're building up the fucking case. These motherfuckers weren't worried about black men and their rights. As long as there's a sucker to exploit, game on. But see, the crazy part about it is Bernard's going to protect people. And I got something to say to Bernard. Why is it that every time you invite me up, oh, well, we gonna talk about police violence and all this other stuff and all police brutality. You know, there's a lot of fucking other shit that goes on with the police department other than police brutality. Just the thing next time, Bernard. You're right, Snowman. She's afraid to come over there because there's going to be some exposure. Some fucking exposure. You know, the one thing I can't stand is a nigga who can't think past his own damn dick. God damn. Well, you know, she good, you know. I go this way or that way. I'll go back around. Well, you know she good because huh? Which one? I was gonna go. You said you gotta go to one? Yeah. T-Bird, listen, Charles, you said it a long time ago. We black men have the lowest dating standards on earth, and sweet words and a pretty face, these dudes will give their last dollar. Yes, God damn it, trash men of the dating world. I'm putting it on a t-shirt. Trash men of the dating world. I don't have anything against her. Make your money, sister. Make your money. I have nothing against her. The point that I'm bringing up is this. When are you going to have a good conversation with somebody who's really in the sphere? Where you're not going to be protected. You're not going to be simped over. You're going to be asked questions. Why should we support you? Of course, the ugly ass feminist chicks are going to attack her because she's cute. She's actually attractive. But when you really want something, come to somebody's space where you're not going to be protected. Come to somebody's space where you're not going to be protected. You got women here talking this shit and not even married. How are you going to be about something? Like, let me see you be submissive to a guy. Tanika Marie, at least she's fucking married. I'm still upset about a chick who telling me, well, you know, she's speaking up, you know, red pill talking points. You know, I love you, Capri. I'm going to say this again. When are you going to be on panels where you're not protected? When do you see the lead attorney go hard? He may use humor and trickery and lawyer speak, but he's not going to go as hard as a BGS and ask questions. Sorry. MTR does not count either. MTR does not count either. She ain't going to go to Valdez's. She ain't going to go to BGS. She's going to stay the fuck away from Green Gorilla and Dr. T. Kareem is not a chameleon. No. She's just bringing up points that where she was been. Trust me, Kareem's one of the faithful ones over here. I'm going to say this part. The one thing about her, and yes, you got that right. He really is in Manosphere. See? That's why this is the verification point. Why should they listen to you? Like, we got to understand how many simps are over there listening to her on a constant basis and supporting. And this has been a trend for the last few years. But these same simps will get mad at fucking Valdez for saying hit the super chat. These are the same simps who would get $500 in a fucking super chat, maybe even a cash app, but then have a fucking problem about Valdez since he hit the super chat. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. And trust me. See, I don't mind Kareem telling me where she's been because, number one, I pretty much would guess where she would go. She would go to the places where they're not really manosphere, and if they are claiming manosphere, she's going to be protected. You're right. Snowman said I practically have to beg for subs, cash apps for my content like other real manosphere content creators do. Real men that create content can't get no damn support, which is facts. And I don't mind Kareem telling me more about this lady because this lady looked like she popped out the sky to me. Maybe she has, maybe she hasn't. If Kareem has more information about it, that's welcome. And see, the crazy part about it is Kareem knows that I value her intellect if she knows something that I don't, and I don't even have to simp for it. See, the craziest part about it is I'm not mad about her subscribers. I'm not mad about her getting money. I'm just like, hey. What's up, Bucket 88? Oh, yeah, she's not manosphere either, but, here's the crazy part. When you go to the shows like Roommates, even Coach Greg Adams, who's not manosphere, he actually embarrassed the dudes from the Roommates. And I mean, really, the dude from the Roommates doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, unfortunately. And he's like, well, if you put God in your marriage, yeah, you can put God in your marriage all the time. It's not stopping them broads from getting the divorce, is it? Yeah, Kareem is like a Green Beret. She does recon. She's up there with the local nationals, giving us back information. Kareem does a good job of that. See, this is the part where I told you before in the combat zone, women do best not being on the front line. They do best in espionage. Women usually make the best spies. Right, Kareem? Oh, yeah. So, yep, we're going to do this again, man. And don't worry, we're going to talk about this stuff because the next time I go live, we're going to have a panel with it. Men and women are invited. And we're going to have a real discussion about this subject matter. Thank you all for viewing. Woo! Peace. And yes, 2/3 of the world's greatest assassins are women. Yeah. Woo!